Thank you, Susie. You've done a terrific job. And Greg, I'm glad you didn't break out in the kochari. Otherwise, we would have had the room would have erupted. It's always a privilege for me to speak in front of this congregation and this family. I just feel like we behave like an extended family. Remember Sunday dinners at Grandma's? Well, we have Sunday luncheons at church, and some people complain, oh, you guys just, make food all the time. And I said, well, where are we going to go after church? We're going to have lunch somewhere, and we may as well have it with each other. So we do. And it's been a pleasure and an honor. I want to thank each of you for honoring us today by being here. And I want to congratulate Bogdo and Lisa. It's a well-deserved honor. I just find it so heartwarming that she was a Sunday school teacher and the superintendent, and when her children were little, and now she's teaching their children, and they asked her to come back. And so now we have a Sunday school. So those of you who have children or have children who have children and are looking for a Sunday school, we have a Sunday school. And so thank you, Lisa, for getting that up and going again. The beginning of this year, we took an internal audit in anticipation of this anniversary, 95 years, and 95 years of serving the Armenian community in Los Angeles. We've been cited by the city council. We received a letter from President Trump, and but what's most important to me is that our people keep coming back. They may not be able to come every Sunday, but at every banquet, Alan and Karen Arzoyan, if you would mind standing real quick. Okay, don't. But along with the Kojikians and the Ashkarians, who have brought all of their family members and have kept this church going in one way or another. Alan and your brother for the foundation, and to in addition to you boys, Mary Arzoyan. When you look at anything at church and it has a name on it, it's probably Mary Arzoyan. She put her name on everything so that we would remember where it came from. And that, when other people came into the church and they used the facilities or whatever, if it said Mary Arzoyan, it wasn't going home with you. It was staying at church. And so Marcia, her daughter, is here today, as is her other daughter, Karen. And thank you for always coming and supporting the church. It means more than you can imagine. Then on the other aisle of the church, we have the Katanjian family. Hagop and Cynthia, thank you so much. Most recently, they had the chairs on the podium reupholstered, and thank you for doing that. I was called up to the front one day last year, and so I sat in one of the chairs and discovered that I almost went through, and I thought, oh boy, you've really got to get on a diet. And then I realized that the chair, when was the last time it was reupholstered? Probably before it came to this church. this building. So without hesitation, Hagob and Cynthia took the chairs and had them reupholstered. And thank you very much. So every time I look at the chairs, I think of your generosity. Let us never forget that it is each of you and I, who are the pillars today, who will emulate for our children what our family did for us. I wasn't going to cry. I hate this. I told Susie, if I start to cry, I'm just going to really get upset with myself. But that's how much it means to me. And when I sit in church, I can see where each of your family members used to sit. And it's very heartwarming to know that we have such a rich heritage. Patty, I want to acknowledge you for all of your work. And to your assistant, Marie, who always does the seating chart. She knows where everybody, needs to sit. So Marie is amazing in that way. Susie, of course, thank you again for this. I want to remind everybody that we have some important dates coming up. Palm Sunday is the 13th of April, and we're having our bake sale. On the 17th, Thursday, is Maundy Thursday, and we will hold Maundy Thursday services, a Lenten meal, and communion. The 20th is Easter Sunday, and of course we will be at church. We'd love to see you there. And in May, on the 10th, is our Mother's Day luncheon, which Debbie is and Anush are, the Fermanians and the Ashkarians are in charge of. And then on Monday, May the 26th, is our Memorial Day picnic and car show. So it was a great success last year, and I hope to see you with us these next few dates. I heard a story the other day about there was this fire in a forest, and all the big animals were running out of the forest. But there was a hummingbird that kept going past them and coming back, and past them and coming back. And finally, one of the big cats said, "Hey, do you realize there's a fire in here? Why do you keep coming back?" And he said, "Because I know I'm small, but I go to the lake and I fill my beak with water, and I come and I do my job to put out the fire." And while we're not on fire, I feel like we are hummingbirds because we each do our part, regardless of how small it may seem to some people. If everybody did what they could do, it would be amazing. And our church is in a very healthy position. I'm so grateful to be able to say that financially and spiritually. And we have a Sunday school now. So please come back to church. We'd love to see you in church.